disruption I see has to do with the emerging balance between, let's say, centralized expertise and authority versus grassroots democracy, crowdsourcing, and all that. It's like in our government. We've had a pretty good system of representative democracy, flawed but better than anything else we've tried. That's now being increasingly balanced by online grassroots networking, grassroots democracy, and that combination is affecting everything. For example, it's affecting advertising because user reviews combined with expert reviews, those are becoming more important than conventional advertising. And now with recent events in Washington, we now see an emerging balance between, again, centralized representative democracy plus an emerging crowdsourcing movement. I think what's happening is that we're now getting a critical mass in some countries, including the US, of enough people getting online who want to help, who want to be involved, starting to work together. Again, the balance between some centralized decision-making and then the crowd. We saw that happen with the recent elections. The current administration is committed to the idea of open government and participatory democracy. We're seeing the online grassroots democracy thing right now in Iran. The deal is people are doing the heavy lifting mediated by technology. That is, there's enough of a critical mass in a lot of countries where people can collaborate in large numbers to do things that were far more difficult before. So before, we had grassroots democracy, but it was hard to scale it up. Now it scales into the millions and beyond. What is happening with people, what we need to do a lot more of, is to get involved online to try to find out how we can help other folks. That is, participating in user review sites, participating in open government. Those are all ways where people can help each other out, small ways and big ways. For example, product reviews of refrigerators. That helps people out, and that's what I tell the people I work with at Consumer Reports. But it's more important, for example, for people to work together on healthcare reform because, well, that's the best way to alleviate the suffering of millions of Americans. So I'm actually beginning to tell people that online participation, mundane stuff like refrigerator reviews or something, or deep stuff like the future of governance, participation is patriotic. Online participation changes everything. For example, when people start talking customer service and product satisfaction online, like in Twitter, well, that spreads not only to one's immediate circle, but could spread very quickly to thousands or millions. That's why a number of companies, including some with mediocre customer service, are now paying attention to Twitter, seeing what people are doing online, and they're providing help in a hurry, particularly if a person has a significant following, or maybe if someone who follows them has a significant following. I think we're already starting to work with each other in ways which aren't different, this person-to-person interaction. What's different about doing it on the net is that it's scalable. Because before, face-to-face communication, you might get to hundreds or sometimes thousands of people, but online the potential is to get together with millions of people, or maybe far more than low millions. That's what's different. Not the quality of the interaction, but the quantity, which brings with itself changes in the quality of the communication that we don't understand.